And you know, every few months I say this is one of the most important stories. And it's hard to tell which one is the most important of all time. The missing nukes, still missing, confirmed to be missing, almost the entire nuclear command removed, the launch officers removed. There is a coup going on in the military. That's absolutely giant. Fukushima's big, not even the radiation, that's a big issue, but the non-response and not caring and other reactors leaking all over the place just shows the madness, just shows the insanity of the elite. Bunch of narcissists, control freaks, power-tripping, control freak demons. I mean, there's been so many other huge stories, so many incredibly important things. Syria almost happening that could lead to World War III, that getting backed off, that's a huge story. By the way, coming up, Iran is being extremely belligerent, and you know I've been anti-Iranian war, but they are really asking for it and really pushing it. And I'm now sure of what we already knew but couldn't confirm currently, that Iran is in league with criminal elements of the New World Order, and that the mullahs in '79 were put in power by basically NATO forces out of France, and that they're playing a triple game, and I'm going to be breaking that down coming up later in the hour. It's absolutely essential. Sending ships to our coast, threatening to nuke Israel, and showing missile attack maps. This is staged. This is absolutely asking to be attacked. Because the only way the mullahs can stay in power is if they're on the verge of war. And it's disgusting. It is disgusting that they would threaten the world with World War III when the forces of peace here in North America and Europe have already stopped an attack on Iran. It is out of control, and I have analyzed it, and I'm telling you, it's a setup. It is a setup. And I'm going to break it down. It's very sophisticated, very hard to articulate, but I'm going to do the best job I can and say 45 after, guys, make me get to that. So that's a huge story. I mean, the point is we're just being hit by giant stories everywhere. But one of the biggest stories for human liberty, an absolute gift, an absolute bonanza, an absolute lottery-winning ticket has fallen into our greedy for liberty laps. And if we don't use this information, and if we don't make a big deal out of this information, I want this top story on the Nightly News tonight. I'm going to shoot a special video today with all the clips condensed to break down the treachery and the treason. If the rest of the real media, the pro-liberty media, the survival media, the common sense media, the non-self-destructive media, the pro-future media, I mean, that's really who we are. It's just normal people who aren't completely insane. If everyone doesn't pick this up and write your own articles about it, and if everyone doesn't run with the ball on this, we deserve what we get. Because this broke on Friday, and it has now Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's a Kit Daniels article confirmed, and it's gotten almost no attention. And a lot of pro-gun people have not given this any attention because they're like, tell me something I didn't know already. But the plan is to register and then confiscate all guns in America. That has now been confirmed by a major mayor who was in the meetings with Bloomberg and who was buying into sensible gun control. Yeah, we should know about mentally ill people with guns. We should register. I mean, you know, why do you gun owners care? We just want to stop the bad guys because we know it's going to be used to take them. That's why it's unconstitutional. They were registered before, and people knew who owned guns and who was in the militia, so the British came to confiscate them in 1775, folks. This has happened before. Everywhere else in world history, in the last 100 years, they register, they always confiscate. It's 2 + 2 = 4. This is so huge, but gun owners go, well, we already know that. No, you know that, but even this mayor of a major town in New York didn't know. He was there believing it. And they were all rubbing their hands together going, once we register, we're going to confiscate, just like the mayor of Austin, pro tem, Mike Martinez said in that speech. They had signs saying, don't confiscate our guns. No gun confiscation with a stop sign. I've known that guy for 18 years, comes out with that same sign, a stop sign saying, no to confiscation. And Martinez said, hey, we're not doing that now, but as soon as the man said, don't take our guns, he goes, hey, the guy's right in the front row. He goes, he looks at him from 10 feet away and he goes, hey, we're not going to take your guns now, but after we get done registering, we are. So you keep that sign, you're going to need it. Folks, the thing is they lie to the public usually and say, we're being reasonable. Nobody wants your guns. We're like, well, in New York or Chicago, where you're in control, you do. These are literal mobsters, folks. And if you go out to the anti-gun folks, most of them mean well. They really are just scared of guns and believe the propaganda. They don't know more guns means less crime. They don't understand everywhere else they've been taken. They don't understand it's about enslavement while the government arms against us. If you go out with the video of Mike Martinez, Democratic officials, part of Mayors Against Gun Violence and Mayors Against Illegal Guns is their new name, and you realize Bloomberg spent tens of millions of his own money to try to disarm you and to try to sue gun manufacturers out of existence while he has 15 bodyguards and armored compounds and jet copters, and he carries a gun on record. Just like Michael Moore and all these other people and Feinstein and all of them, when you realize it's treachery, that will wake the public up. The whole world is a stage. Each of us players upon it, as William Shakespeare wrote. We've got to take this treachery, this sneaky and in literal rooms with these people, and the fact that it's leaked, and push it out there. And those of you that don't own guns need to understand something. When the establishment is done getting our guns, they're going to take everything else. Pension funds, bank accounts, factories, jobs. It's all about domination and control. But I got to say this, a huge awakening is happening. I took my children to Nut Job, and it was an anti-Agenda 21 movie, an anti-Obamacare movie. It was incredible with Liam Neeson. And then I took him to the Lego movie, and I thought, when I walked out, multiple listeners came over and said, we thought you made this movie. And I'm not going to give away the Lego movie, but it is pro-libertarian, pro-human, pro-individual, anti-NSA, anti-surveillance state. I'm telling you, folks, there is a rebellion. All the old guys are dying or are senile, like Sumner Redstone, that I know personally has stopped a lot of libertarian conservative movements in L.A. He has generaled that. I got contacted by a big celebrity yesterday, or the day before yesterday, when I came out of that movie and turned on my text messages. He was saying, keep going with the Hollywood stuff. You're absolutely on target with that. And I know I'm on target with that. I was out with a huge movie producer yesterday shooting, one of the biggest movie TV producers out there, just a great guy. We went out shooting with my kids. He invited the kids out to his ranch. And he said, shoot some video for me, but I don't even know if I want to put it out because, guns, they'll come after me. But we were shooting the 50 cals, you name it, Reaper 308s, M4 223. It was just awesome. 300 yards, he was shooting bullseye, first shot, a lot of fun. But got some tracers out. The point is that almost everybody I run into from Hollywood is already awake and is not a liberal or a conservative. They know about the New World Order. They know about the social engineering. They don't like where everything's going. It's only a few globalists at the top that are running this whole show. And once people are aware of their system, it's over. It's over. Now, I want to get into this gun report right now. And I want to break this down because it's very, very important. Here's the headline and the video I shot yesterday afternoon breaking this down. This needs to go mega viral. Bloomberg caught in secret gun confiscation plan. I mean, we can have a story about gay football players on the website and it gets 3,000 comments. We can put out an incredible article. Mayor, nationwide gun confiscation as goals of mayors against illegal guns. And the story gets 1,186 comments. It should have 1 million comments because in it, in fact, I want Kit and everybody to keep doing articles on this, but explain, give it the sensational headline it needs. Bloomberg, explosive, breaking, Bloomberg caught in secret plan to take guns. This mayor was in there. We already have other mayors that are part of it saying, oh, yeah, once we register, we're going to confiscate. Mike Martinez of Austin, the deputy mayor. When he spoke, the mayor was out of town. He was the mayor. As mayor, we will register. We will confiscate. We have them. They sit there going, we're reasonable. We're nice. Put down your weapons. White flag, truce. We want to work together. While meanwhile, they want to disarm us because they're gangsters. Bloomberg, Emanuel, the L.A. mayor, all these people, these are gangsters, folks, who have a will to disarm us and enslave us. And this article Mayor, nationwide gun confiscation is goal of mayors against illegal guns. It's very important, and I want you to tweet that out to everybody. I want you to get my little video that I shot Sunday out to everybody. David Knight's breakdown of it yesterday is up on Infowars.com. We'll put it in a new article. I want to explain that we have an opportunity to literally destroy the anti-gunners. And remember, whenever the day, that Sunday, I was on the air 4 years ago when the Copenhagen Treaty got leaked to Lord Monckton, confirmed to be accurate, when the Russians hacked the University of East Anglia and got all the UN documents that worldwide they were fixing all the professors to lie and covered a decade of decline and temperature increase. Now it's actually reversing and getting colder. They said hide the decline and all that. We blew them wide open. But the mainstream media wouldn't report on it. I actually got champagne here on air and began drinking it, okay? And then, of course, you saw it in the next few days explode, and you helped push it out there. Just like we got the plastic out of the, one major fast food chain's bread. Now they're going to take it out everywhere, they're announcing. We can blow their Death Stars, folks. This is a Death Star level event. If you'll simply go down the trench, fire the photon torpedoes, it's over. Symbols are powerful, and the globalists have hijacked the symbols of America. They've turned them into their own symbols. Well, we are restoring the idea of the true republic, not the counterfeit globalist empire, by promoting the icon George Washington and others. That's why we're rolling out an 100% made in America line of incredible pro-liberty apparel. We are repopularizing liberty. We are helping fellow Americans rediscover what made this country great. We are the spirit of 1776. We are 1776 worldwide. We are all brothers and sisters in arms in the animating contest of liberty in the long march towards humanity's ultimate destiny of freedom. Visit madein1776.com today and vote with your dollars to promote truly made in America, high-quality products, and promote the ideals of liberty.